Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching The Expanse. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 9 of season 5 of The Expanse. It's happening! Penultimate episode! I'm nervous and excited. I've got the prerequisite rosé. Haven't had a sip yet. This is going to be fun. Find my center. Find my calm. Naomi. Look, Dominique Tipper shows that she's an amazing actress, and Naomi is written as a fantastic character. Put those two together and you get this phenomenal thing on film. Now, it took me a hot second to realize what she was doing with the message, but that also I didn't know what she was keeping track of. I was like, is she just keeping a score about how many times she went in? She was tracking her oxygen. Like every time she opened the door and she released pressure to that space, she was losing oxygen. That's what I really love about people on Patreon are like, did you know? And I'm like, I didn't. I had no clue. And that just shows how smart Naomi is. Like the fact that she can jump out of a ship and go over and catch Lucia in space while she's spinning. A lot of people are like, hey, you just jump. No. You could be totally wrong and you'd be dead. The fact that she did it off of the Pella to get to the Chet under very much duress. She was very sad about what happened with Philip and Marco. Wasn't so sad about Sin because she's like, meh, you're the reason why I didn't have my son for all these years. And for her to be able to do that while she's catching all that radiation, her moisture is bubbling, it's boiling. She hits herself with the oxygenated blood and still manages to hit the door, hold onto the handle, get in, survive, and then go through everything, figure that shit out. If I go too long without a snack, I cannot concentrate worth a shit. I would love to be just a portion of Naomi. The fact that she works so well under pressure, underfed, underwatered, under oxygened, she's an animal. She's an animal. And I the beautiful way that they filmed everything to where you kind of start catching what the message is saying, what she was actually doing. Because I was like, is that Morse code? No. Oh, brilliant. Just the fade away and hearing exactly what she intended. Because I was like, why is she repeating this? I don't understand. What is she doing this for? And then, wow. And I wonder if there are people that caught on to it fairly quickly, and that's why she was repeating it. And I don't know when everybody else caught it, but as soon as I was like, wait, oh my God. Brilliant. Somebody also said that her going through all of that whole scenario of losing her oxygen and keeping, track of how many times she went in and she went out was ultimately just to save Alex. Because Alex sends her the message, hey, we're on the way. We're going to come get you in the Razorback. She's just like, no. It wasn't even for Holden. It was for Alex. Top tier. S tier character. She's still not in my top 5, though. Because me emotions get in the way. I have to calm down. The sun is warm, the grass is green. The sun is warm, the grass is green. Okay, find your center. Okay, so back to space. Alex and Bobby send a message saying that they're going to come get Naomi after they sent it to Holden. We didn't see what happened after Alex shared the message with Holden. I would really think that Holden would see through it, but I think that that's again, fanfic. I'm just like in a perfect world, he would just be like, not my Naomi. And would be like, she would never do such a thing. It must be a trick. But I don't know if that's the case, because he might be desperate enough that he would ignore like that voice inside of him telling me, that's not real. I feel like we have a different Holden though these days. And, normally it would be him rushing off to White Knight, maybe thinking a little bit too much with his emotions, shooting at the hip ever so slightly. But I think we have a new Holden about us, and he's going to stop, pause, and think about it. And I love, and this is really hard for me to say, because it's not that I don't like Monica. I just don't always think that her intentions are honorable. And I'm learning that, like, that was just in that little instance. Now, she really does want to be around Holden for the story. Like, let's make that very clear. She's not there because she's a good human being. She's there because she wants the story. But she might also be a good human being in the things that she does throughout. Right? She's not just like, of course I'll help you find your girlfriend. Of course I'll help you find the proto-molecule. She's like, of course I want to win a Pulitzer Prize for this, or whatever the equivalent is in the Expanse universe. But I feel like she might be a little bit of voice of reason if Holden's being emotional, and might kind of be like that little, to where Bull is just like, I'm not going on a suicide mission for Holden's girlfriend. It's just a horrible way of saying it. He is socially stupid. Like, he just can't say things in a way that sounds like, I think we need to come up with a plan because this sounds like a suicide mission. So much better than like, I'm not risking my life for his stupid girlfriend. Like, okay, Bull, bye. I really don't like him, but hopefully there is a plan, and I don't. Not that I think we'd even, like, I just don't know how the situation is going to resolve itself, because I don't think we're going to lose the Razorback. I definitely don't think we're going to lose the Rossi. We might lose the Chet, but I don't think that it will be because someone dies. I feel like it's like, well, let's let Marco think that the Chet exploded and that the Rocinante is toast. Change the name on the Rocinante, like do what you gotta do, and fool him. I don't want to give Marco too much credit and say that he's really super smart, because I don't think he's super smart, but I do think that he's had a really long time to think about this, and so he's had a really long time to put plans into motion. And he's got a lot of people that follow him. So, I mean, I'm sure some of them are fairly smart. They'd have to be. Now, after him blaming Philip for Sin's death, which definitely was not Philip's fault, like, simply bringing Naomi onto the Pella did not kill Sin. Like, there was so many events that had to happen to make that even a possibility. Give me a break. But I feel like Marco is really good at building up Philip and then destroying him, and making it to where Philip just wants his father's approval. And that's why he treated Naomi the way that he did. Hopefully he starts to kind of see through that. I don't know if he will. And quite frankly, like I said, like, I don't think there's much of a redemption for Philip. But there can be a little bit of a redemption for Naomi through Philip, I think, for her to just think that, like, okay, her son did try to change. I think Marco's got his hooks in him too much, and it might be past the point of no return. And that sucks for Naomi. But Holden's still got swimmers frozen. So if Naomi want another baby, and that'll be one cute child. I mean, they're both cute, but like, Holden's kind of hot. Now, David, Mr. Pastor, UN Secretary General David, he gave a really great speech, and he was very uncomfortable at first, but then he seemed to really find his power. That's great that he can deliver a speech, but let's see if he can do the job as Secretary General. Delgado very much just wants to blow up Palace Station. I don't think risking thousands of Belters' lives is going to hurt Marco in any way. It will help the Belter cause. It will help Marco's cause for sure. But I don't think it hurts Marco. If anything, it just confirms what, he's been saying. I feel like there has to be a different plan. There has to be a different way. And David's legacy as Secretary General will be tainted if he decides he's going to blow up Palace Station. The answer to violence is seldom ever violence. We still don't know what's going on with Arjun, but I'm hoping that he is on the coast in his fancy home and that Amos and Clarissa and Eric are like, "What's up, Arjun? Why don't you take us to Luna?" Somebody did mention that suborbital ships can't technically fly to the moon. So, because I think they're suborbital. I don't know if they're flying somewhere else to a different ship. I don't know how ships work. But a lot of people were like, flaw in that plan. I'm like, I believe you. I believe you. I'm kind of happy that Amos has somebody that knows him around, but I also think that the Amos that he knows, the Timothy that he knows, the Timmy that he knows, he might try to bring that out in Amos. And that is the exact thing we don't want. We don't want Amos of the past. We don't want Timmy from the past coming out, because he's had this evolution where he's not becoming any more empathetic than he ever did, but he realizes that he's doing things that could be considered monstrous or wrong, and he would never do those around certain people. And I think having Clarissa around is a fantastic thing because she can be a moral compass. Shocking that I'm even saying that. Just go back to season 3. Like, she would not be the person I'd be like, yep, great moral compass. No, never. But the evolution that her characters had in such a short period of time, like, I can see how he would look to her and just ask, like, are we doing the right thing? Or even in his head thinking, she's doing the right thing, so I'm going to follow her. And hopefully he got that whiskey. And Drummer was going through it. I feel like Drummer was going through a couple different things. Now, hearing that her dear friend Naomi was dead with an almost certainty. Corral is horrible. I don't like her. If she wanted to eat some space, I'd be fine. I'd be fine with it. But between being kind of a lackey of Marco, having her crew really push her to follow Marco, especially Oksana, and it's in her gut telling her that that's not the right thing to do. And then she's just going through all this loss of like Ashford and Fred Johnson. And then now thinking that it's also Naomi and, you know, the belt that she knew and the people that she knew and the ship that she knew, you know, just everything has just gone off the rails for her. And her breakdown is 100% justified, but I don't think it's a breakdown in the sense that she is broken. If anything, I feel like a fire has been ignited in her because she was not sad. She was angry. And as much as I love an angry drummer, I also I get sad because that means that like she's really, really going through it. Okay, and it seems like everybody's getting together. Definitely the Razorback and the Rossi, they might have a rendezvous with the Chet or somehow get Naomi off that ship. I mean, she has to get off the ship. Like she's not getting blown up. She's not going to die. Nope. Not after what she went through. Don't do that to me. Getting hot thinking about it. So technically we need to figure out what David's going to do, what Holden's going to do, what Naomi's going to do, what Alex is going to do, what fucking Marco's going to do, and what Amos is going to do. So, gosh, let's not delay this any further, and let's get into it. I forgot to do that. Let's get into it. Go. Let's go. Little Ferris Bueller moment there. Why are you still here? Go home. Go.
The Free Navy mourns our allies who died in this valiant effort. But it was worth the price.
Oh, there it is. There's the Marco we know.
The distress call you created, it stopped. And before it stopped, it changed.
Naomi the God has the... Tell James Holden
I love when he's angry. Like a little baby.
It could be a malfunction.
Like that bull? Really?
Transmitter begins dropping out. Finally, everything just goes dead.
In a perfect sentence?
Sorry, that's a bad choice of words.
It's socially stupid. I said that.
All we can do is get there as fast as we can. We don't
Holden, think hard.
but I'll see if we can increase our burn.
God, I hate Bull. I hate Bull so much. God, how many times can she do that? Well, she's gonna mark it. I have no idea how she gets out of this. She's so smart. She sees like one thing and she's like, aha! And I'm like, a wire? A hole in it? And I apologize for talking over a lot of that beginning because like Bull gets me fired up, but like I desperately want to scream through the screen like, ah, it's a real message. Don't go. Ooh. I don't know if I'm gonna need tissues for this, but I don't have any. My bestie Ty. Winnipesaukee. I'm gonna screw that up if I have to say it a lot. It's like so cold, it's giving me like chills. Actually, it makes me think of Holden's family. I wonder if Holden's family is okay. What's this? Oh, I guess I was gonna say it's Eric's goons.
Stay behind me.
And Clarissa, no gun. Click, click. Can she Hulk out and rip a door off its hinges or anything?
You really know how to fly one of these?
I do.
Oh. I thought Amos was gonna be like, yup.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Take us with you.
Some kind of problem with the reactor, I think.
Fuck.
It's always a fucking problem with the
Keep an eye on
reactor. Yeah, just keep an eye on them. Don't intimidate them. Jesus.
Oh, nice.
Veta Bowers? It's a nice ship, just from what I've seen. Although they all have yachts, right? So that's probably why. Hey, pretty lady. Are these the people that died? Oh no. What happened?
You son of a bitch.
They attacked Palace Station?
If we continue to attack civilian targets,
The way Inaros did to us.
is he our role model now?
Thank you.
You think I don't go to sleep every night dreaming about putting Marco Inaros on the hooks and making his children watch him draw his final breath because he murdered my husband? My Arjun is dead, and I'd sacrifice everything to bring him back.
Is that confirmed? Is Arjun really dead?
We have to be rational and objective.
But you're
I think we
not.
should hit Ceres Station. It's the biggest port in the belt.
I thought Henderson Dawes was a friend.
Inaros will be forced back to the outer planets to resupply. It'll spread them thin.
It's a bold move.
There are millions of people in Ceres.
Is the intention to incapacitate or occupy?
I will not be a part of this.
Good for you.
Are you stepping down?
Yes.
Fine. I accept your resignation.
Fuck off, David. I hate you.
You'll have to accept mine as well, sir.
Jesus, Dane.
Fucking poetry. Oh!
Supposed to be better than this.
Oh, I love it! Although all the reasonable people just left, so fuck. They can't attack Ceres. They're not gonna attack Ceres.
You're not going to tell her. She's my Uncle Walla. I cannot keep something like this from her.
She's not the only one you love here. Marco knows the situation.
Space them both.
You will keep your silence. Understood?
Understood.
You better not. I could punch a bitch in the face, I swear to God.
If you can convince the ship that we're its rightful owner, that'd be fucking helpful.
Yeah, okay.
You can fake an ID like that?
Fake an ID for her. That's a knowing smirk.
Fuck.
What's fuck?
We're not here to evacuate you or give you anything, so fuck off.
You have to help us, please. We need food.
That's not our fucking problem.
Jesus, Eric.
We're trying to fix the shuttle in that hangar and take it up to Luna. You guys are welcome to come.
What the fuck?
Someone could help.
This isn't the thing you want to spread around.
True.
You want my help fixing that ship? We don't leave anyone behind who wants to come.
Fair.
Fine. We'll do it ourselves. Stay here if you want, princess.
Amos.
Anyone wants to leave better be at this hangar by the time the ship is ready. We're not waiting.
God, I love him
Let's go inside.
so much. He just tells Eric to shut up. Oh. Forgot about that limp.
You said that the Rocinante was burning to a trap. If that's true, why pick the fight?
So that the Free Navy can be seen killing, a symbol of assimilation and compromise.
Girl, no.
If it needs to be done, we will do it.
It just doesn't make any fucking sense because she knows now Naomi's alive.
Give me your gun.
No.
Why?
You know why? Camina, please. Do this for me.
I don't like her anymore. Sorry.
Three more cabinet ministers just resigned. A no-confidence vote is being scheduled for tomorrow. Madam Avasarala, if you were nominated to lead us again, would you serve?
You can say no, girl.
They picked you.
Mostly for the name recognition, I think.
Probably.
The once and future queen.
I'd like you in my cabinet.
Really? Same, Delgado, same.
I trust you, and you're not afraid of me.
That's fair.
A Belter, a Martian, and an Earther go to a bar.
I want to hear the joke.
The Belter says, give me a shot of your finest Martian whiskey. Drinking like my enemy helps me think like my enemy. You never finished it.
Yes, please finish it.
The Earther says, give me a shot of the finest Belter liquor you have. Best the belt has to offer. The bartender says, because it helps you think like your enemy. And the Earther says, no, because I'm trying to drink less. The best the belt has to offer is terrible.
Ha, ha, ha.
It used to be funnier.
Yup. Things that pop into my head. I want Amos in my crawl space.
Timmy, outside now. We got trouble.
Uh-oh.
They want all our food.
And
No.
in the meantime, we believe it's best to have all food and other supplies moved to a central location for...
Fuck that noise.
This is the most pathetic shakedown I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
You must be new at this.
The crime lord right there.
Why don't you blow me, rent boy?
No one here is giving you anything.
Well, if you think I'm being unreasonable, you can complain to the authorities. Oh, right, there are no authorities now.
Oh, well, Amos doesn't need to complain to the authorities. He'll take care of it.
Fuck up and do what I told you to do.
Oh, that's not gonna go over well.
Stop it! We don't have to do this.
Well, kinda.
Please, just Put down your guns.
Those security people need to walk the fuck away.
Just walk away.
Don't make him say it again. They're gonna be back, though. Oh, Clarissa, you're so naive.
Now he's got you keeping secrets from me, too.
Yep.
You know something? He killed a woman I loved. And now he wants me and mine to murder her friends. How much shit do I have to eat before you treat me with some respect?
Yep. Yep.
Do you love us too?
Of course she does.
What?
Do we mean
What's that
as
question?
much to you as she did?
That is not fair.
I need to hear you say it.
That is not fair.
Naomi is still alive on that ship. You can't save her! You know what happens when someone goes against Marco? If we are disloyal now, we'll be killed.
Ooh, she is pissed. I'm sorry if that's annoying. I keep hitting my ring on my glass. Freaking nervous.
He calls you Peaches.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know. Why do you call him Timmy?
Because that's his name.
Should I ask?
I wouldn't.
Fair thing to say, Eric.
I don't want to leave everything behind and start all over again.
But you know what coming back to Baltimore's taught me?
What?
No one starts over. Because no one really leaves anything behind.
And it always gets better. Every time.
It's the power couple.
What?
It was right in front of me the whole time. Sometimes you gotta stop thinking about something to figure it out.
I love that man.
If we decided to include everyone in our tribe, maybe people wouldn't have thrown rocks at us in the first place.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Where did Timmy find you?
Jail.
Serving a life sentence for multiple homicides.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Eric? Woo!
It fucking worked.
Okay, I'll secure everything down here. You guys do pre-launch. Let's get the fuck out of here. We're leaving in 15.
I still wish it was Arjun's ship. I can't believe... I don't know if Arjun is really dead or not. Without a body, you can't have that confirmation, but it feels very final.
Definitely moving around in the trees. No clear line. Sniper! Find cover! Over there, return fire! Get the fuck down!
Oh! She was kind of out in the open. Her bad. I definitely don't want that chick to die, though.
You might black out what we left off.
What was that? Oh god, Eric, you are not a quick mover. Oh!
He's done!
Take the gun. Oh, Hutch didn't get hit, did she? It's an interesting... You can't take him to fucking Luna. He could bleed internally. This is such a great shot. Whoever directed this is amazing.
She killed them all with her bare hands.
I'm gonna be a lot.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. Look at me being Team Clarissa. Has this been all one shot? Because this is amazing. It feels like it's been one shot completely. Come on, girl. Damn it! Oh, Hutch, look at you. She's a real one. I fucking dig Hutch!
Please wait until hangar doors are fully open.
Why didn't they already open it? I like it. Whoa. Wait, she just used up all that energy. Like, is she gonna fall asleep? Clarissa. Clarissa. Wakey, wakey. Welcome back to space, Amos. We missed you. Fucking go get Marco. What's the last time he's probably gonna be on Earth, huh?
May I come in?
Of course.
Here comes the manipulation, and I have no more rosé.
The city's dead. And all because of me.
She's alive.
What? Your mother is alive. I saw her outside with no suit.
She's that fucking good.
She didn't walk into that airlock out of sadness or despair or remorse.
She abandoned you again.
She left us.
The mental abuse and the physical abuse that she endured in a 2-minute span. Fuck you, Marco. Marco gets under my fucking skin. I wish I were this smart. I really do. Oh, God. I don't even know what it would be like to be, like, not in control of anything. You don't know if you can save the people you love or not. What you thinking, girl? There's a Mr. Wizard MacGyver thing that could happen. Naomi's gonna do it. Oh, God. Oh, man. Yeah, girl. Alright, I'm ready. I'm ready too. Do not let the episode fucking end. Damn it. Okay. Let's talk about it. Okay. 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 Oh, there's nothing in my glass. Okay. A lot happened, but seemingly nothing got resolved. Bye, David. Ugh. Ugh. Attacking Palace Station and then saying that they were going to attack Ceres is just stupid. It's not tit for tat. Like, I know people think it's like, well, they killed all these people. It's not fucking tit for tat. They're human lives. Now, do I know what they should do? Fuck no. I'm a dental assistant and I'm a reactor on YouTube. I don't know what to do in fucking war. That's why there's people that do that job. But I do know that you don't just kill people. And Delgado said that that Christian was acting on emotion. And she wasn't. Her reservations were definitely based on emotion. But like she wasn't saying the things that she was saying because she was afraid. It was the right thing to do. It was the right thing to say. And I think that, like, those men, and I get it, you know, when you're faced with a situation that like it seems daunting, and the only answer is to strike back. You know, it's like an Ehrenreich mentality. It's like, who can get there first? Who can do the most damage? Who can make the biggest boom? And it's just the wrong mentality. It's absolutely the wrong mentality. Diplomacy goes such a long way. And offering aid to the Belters, giving the Belters food that Marco cannot provide. Like you make them feel like they are Earthers just on a station out in space. And I know that you can think that that's manipulation, but I think the human in me, the good person in me, thinks it's the right thing to do, not to win them to our side, but because they need us, because of the position that Marco put them in. And the way he continually manipulates Philip, just your mother abandoned you again. Your mother left you again. She escaped. She's still alive. She escaped. It's just, she just got slapped across the face by her son. They both mentally and verbally abused her and then threw her in a cell. Like she had been in a cell, like she had been kidnapped. She'd been thrown in a cell. She'd been treated like garbage since she got there. You don't think somebody wants to escape that? And the people that love her and care about her and won't treat her that way are on the Rossi and on the Screaming Firehawk. And on Earth. Amos, no longer is on Earth. So I don't know what Naomi is doing. I don't know what she's doing until she fucking does it. And then I'm like, you goddamn genius. I wish I had half of her ingenuity. Like I said, Mr. Wizard meets MacGyver. Just... Now at the beginning, we got a little bit of, Holden kind of giving Bull a look like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, Holden saved Bull's life. Bull is alive because Holden was like, it's a fucking trip, get out of there. Bull would not be alive if it weren't for Holden. I just want to point that out. Bull kind of owes him one. And again, socially stupid. He doesn't know how to word things that doesn't make him sound like a fucking asshole, because he is a fucking asshole. Now, I get not wanting to go into a suicide mission. I get it. But the difference between Bull and the other people of our crew, they would do anything for anybody in that crew. Bull just isn't loyal like that. I mean, that's just not him. I accept that. Get off my ship. I'm never going to like that man. I'm never going to like that man. He could do something that I might appreciate, but I will never like that man. But, Christian kind of, I guess she's now Secretary General. I mean, I feel comfortable with her in charge more so than I do David. And I don't know really if Arjun is dead. I'm always a person that says no body, no death, but I don't know in a massive, asteroid strike, whatever it would be considered. I don't know if you get that finality of seeing a body. I would love if Arjun romantically appeared. A girl can dream, right? Amos is going to magically appear on Luna. Why not? I feel so bad for Christian because Arjun was her world. She loves her work and we know this, and Earth is her number one in her heart. But Arjun was the one that Earth spun around. That was her son. S-U-N. And that joke, I was waiting for a saucy punchline, and ooh, boy, did that fall flat. Delgado, you were much higher on the tier of characters that I like this season, and you dropped dramatically in the past 2 episodes. You know who's climbed the ranks? Clarissa. Although I don't like her always just being let's just all get along, because desperate times call for desperate measures, and I get that. And I don't think just killing and annihilating people necessarily is the best way to go, but certain things are needed during certain times. And, those 5 men could have gotten gunned down right there, and then they wouldn't have been attacked, and they would have saved more people. I mean, now there's more room on the ship for the hired help of the island rather than Eric's people, because they were killed. And that sucks. And you know what? I don't not like Eric. I think if we had gotten like an entire season of him and Amos, I think I would appreciate him more. And I do like actually him and Clarissa kind of talking to each other because they are very much opposites and they know two different people in Amos. You know, like one knows Timmy and one knows Amos. And somewhere in the middle is what we get. You know, we sometimes see that feral Timmy and then we get Amos. Hutch is probably my new favorite character. Hopefully she survives. Badass. Love that chick. She did a great job. Proud of her. And especially inspiring Amos to like realize like what they needed to do to get that ship going. Bravo, Amos. And sorry about the crawl space joke. It was the rosé. It was 25% of the rosé. Can't help it. He's just my favorite. And I need to remind you guys, like, if you guys don't know how much I adore Amos, there you go. And I'll say that shot of Amos kind of seeing Earth's horizon for the last time. You know, the last thing he did, though, on Earth was save somebody's life. If Hutch lives. If not, he almost sacrificed his life to save her. That's a beautiful thing. And then he fried a bunch of people that were trying to kill them. You know, it was kind of nice to see him. It wasn't that it was an emotional moment in the sense of like, he got tears in his eyes and he was sad that he was leaving Earth, but he had kind of that within him to look out that window and know that it was the last time he was probably going to see it. And for Amos, he's not nostalgic. Well, maybe a little bit with, his Timmy mug is probably destroyed and gone. It is destroyed and gone. It's still in the prison. It got demolished. You know, he was slightly nostalgic when it came to that stuff, you know, but it seemed to be very meaningful things. You know, he came back to Earth for Lydia. And he left with Eric, so at least a piece of, you know, the part of him that maybe he cared about down there, he saved. And I do like that, like, you know, Clarissa has this way of like saying things, especially about like, you know, that like the people that were coming up were left behind and the rich people that lived there weren't going to come save them. And, you know, there's plenty of room for everybody and they'll figure it out. And, you know, he was kind of staring at her like, you're nuts, because then he's got Eric jawing in his ear about like, this is nuts, this is stupid, we can't let them come. But he still made the decision to let those people come because he knows that Clarissa is more morally right than he is. And he'd rather err on the morally right side than on Eric's side. Because Eric is still in the mindset of this is the churn. And it's not the churn, it is something much different than the churn. I think I bit my tongue. I'm talking a little funny. I think when I yelled, I bit my tongue. So then there is Drummer and Oksana. It's not even that I hate Oksana. I just hate that, like, she almost, I don't want to say she manipulates Drummer, but like, she's like, tell me how much you love me before I tell you this thing. And like, we know how important Naomi is to Drummer. Like, I know how important my friends are to me. I love them like they are my sisters, you know? And I would think that that's more so what Drummer feels for Naomi. I know a lot of people want to suggest it's otherwise, but I don't think that's necessarily true. I've never gotten a hint of that. And especially as someone who has very close female friendships in her life that are very strong and very meaningful, that's the vibe that I get from Drummer. And maybe that's just what I want to see because I'm like, yeah, that can exist. I don't like how Oksana is just like, you need to tell me that we are just as important as Naomi. And it's just like, first of all, it's not a fair question. It's like, oh, who do you love more? How do you answer that? You can't. That's not fair. Do you love us the same? That's also not fair because how do you quantify that? I get her wanting to know that the risk is worth it and the risk of telling Drummer the truth is worth it. And she definitely wants to be assured of that. But shouldn't she already know that? Why is she doubting Drummer? Like, if you love this woman, you should know. And obviously you don't love her as much as you think you do, because you don't know her as well as we do. And I even said it, like that like drummer lost Ashford, Fred Johnson, she's losing her ship. She's losing her crew. She thinks she's lost Naomi. She is at rock fucking bottom. And to hear that Naomi's alive and that they're being sent to destroy the Rocinante makes no sense to her until she hears that Naomi's alive. Then it makes sense. It's not about killing Naomi's friends. It's about killing Naomi. It's about, like, and she didn't even know that that's what it was about. But, it's, if Naomi is still alive and Drummer's the one that blows up the Rocinante, then Drummer will have that on her conscience if Naomi stays alive. I'm just saying, like, there's so many ways that Marco is trying to manipulate that situation, and Corral can get fucked. She can eat some fucking space. I keep saying that. I do not like her one bit. Her and Oksana are just grating. So what do we do? Where do we go? What's happening? Alex, I like that he was just like, meh, we had this constant message, and like it kind of changed 4 different times. I'm thinking that's on purpose. And then you see the Screaming Firehawk getting closer and closer proximity-wise to the Chet, which we know is fucking dangerous. And I don't know what Naomi is doing with the clanking, but she left the door open, so she didn't even pressurize. I mean, she saw the moisture on her cuff, and then she was like, aha, but I don't know. I don't know. Naomi's way smarter than me. I'm just like, I don't know how you use that to your advantage. How do you use a frosty pipe to your advantage? I'm going to watch the next episode. Do you guys think I was going to wait? Ha! Oh, silly people. No, of course you know that I'm going to move on, that I am going to watch the next episode, because it will kill me if I don't. I have no idea how I would sleep not knowing how this season ends. There's an anxiety of finishing the season, but I also know that it is inevitable. So it's just like, you know what? Let's just rip the Band-Aid off and get right to it. So if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon, as well as up to 2 episodes early before the YouTubes get to see it. You get to say first. Okay, guys, but remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And I don't really know what to ask, but I'm heading into the next reaction, so I'm going to find out most of my questions anyway. I don't know. I always tell people to help push the algorithm. So I guess just type pushing the shit. Just push my shit. Oh, it wouldn't be me if I didn't make it awkward. Okay, guys. Next episode. I'll see you there. Bye.